The 4-Hour Workweek is one of those books that everybody recommends, so I found myself with a little bit of time recently, and I said I'd see what all the fuss was about. The book is centered on the concept of the new rich, or as the author Timothy Ferriss describes, the new rich are those who abandon the deferred life plan and create luxury lifestyles in the present using the currency of the new rich, time and mobility. The new rich is the core of the book, and it's really just a way of saying live in the now. It's not really useful on its own, but thankfully the rest of the book goes on to describe exactly how to do that. Ferriss essentially describes a template for success using his deal or DELA formula, depending on who's reading. It stands for definition, elimination, automation, and liberation. At its heart, it's really about figuring out what kind of lifestyle you want to lead and how to lead it with the minimum amount of work. The book is jammed full of really useful concepts. Here's a few of my favourites. The 80-20 rule. 80% of the results come from 20% of the efforts and time, or 80% of the consequences come from 20% of the causes. Anytime you have something that's causing you hassle or you want to reevaluate everything that you're doing, just think, what is the 20% of things that I can get rid of to save me 80% of the time? The next concept is the muse. This is essentially like an automatable business. It's kind of similar to the lean startup method, except rather than trying to be scalable, we're trying to be automatable. So rather than going for the most amount of money, we essentially want to go for just the right amount of money to lead that lifestyle that we want, and then automate the rest of it. Get somebody else to do it, or set it up in a process that you don't have to monitor. Personally, I think it's a really good way to think about setting up a business, especially for somebody who wants to be a lifestyle entrepreneur. Ferriss covers the concept in great detail. He covers what makes a good muse, and he also mentions a number of case studies and examples. Finally, eliminating email interruptions. This whole section had me smiling the whole way through. It was pretty interesting to think about how you could kind of train your co-workers to be more efficient for you. The concept is that we all answer email far too much, and it wastes a lot of our time during the day. According to Ferriss, email is the single greatest interruption in the modern world, and his solution is simply not to do it, or close to that. Basically, force yourself to answer emails only at set periods in the day. Eventually, your coworkers will get used to the times that you answer emails, especially if you include it in the footer or say it specifically. Ferriss, of course, takes this to extreme and reportedly only answers emails once a month. The book is structured kind of oddly. I found myself getting lost now and then, wondering whether I was starting a new chapter or just starting a new section of a chapter, or even just reading an aside. It kind of follows this blog platform where each little section follows one after another. And while this might feel a little bit jarring, it's definitely a worthwhile read for the entrepreneurial minded.
Hi, I'm Aidan and welcome to the channel. I really hope you enjoyed my review of the 4-Hour Workweek. Next time I'm going to cover The Lean Startup by Eric Ries, and beyond that I'd like to cover some more books or literature on the same area, startups, businesses and that kind of stuff. So if you have any suggestions, stuff that people might have suggested to you that you don't feel like reading yet, or something that you enjoyed or didn't enjoy and you'd like to get another opinion on it, or might just like to see another review, please leave a comment down below or get me on Twitter or even on Reddit. I'll leave all the links in the description. Thanks very much.